it's Matty coming at you with another Planet Coaster Park Spotlight. Thank you for joining me. Welcome to the video and welcome to Lake Nocturnal, created by virginnightowl. Now, I'm extremely excited to have a very special guest with me today. Now, there are some that say that Baby Yoda was actually based off him. I have Diamondite. Hello, Diamondite. How are you doing, my friend?
I'm doing good, Matty. How are you?
I'm doing very well. Thank you ever so much for joining me. Now, Diamondite is another YouTuber and he's just started doing Planet Coaster Spotlights as well. So make sure to go and leave a subscribe to him. Really help him out. So there will be a card just in that top corner right now. So make sure to click that. Go and subscribe to him. But this park, now this is a little bit different in the sense that it's actually a challenge park as opposed to a sandbox park. So when we're going into the spotlight, we will have to obviously approach it in that manner and really kind of appreciate it for being different. But the description for this park reads, "Welcome to Lake Nocturnal, where worlds collide. With adrenaline pumping coasters and out of this world scenery, there's something for everyone in our family friendly park. Unlimited drink refills, free with admission while supplies last." So without further ado, let's hop in and have a look at this park, shall we? So here we are. We've just come out of the entrance and straight away, Diamond, I love this. I love how immersive it is. It's unusual to come out of an entrance and have rides instantly the second you come out. I mean, what do you think of this?
One thing I noticed, I love the colors on that the carousel. I mean, the blue and the white just really just makes it pop as soon as you go right out of the entrance gate. And yeah, like what you were saying, both the rides straight out the entrance gate really gets you straight into the park, really immersive.
In that kind of sense, it almost doesn't feel like a park kind of thing. It doesn't feel like you're coming into a theme park. I mean, when you're coming down here, it almost looks like you're walking into a town or something like that. It doesn't feel like a theme park at all, especially because it hasn't got a park entrance, so to speak. It's not got any ticket booths or anything like that. You literally just come out of the spawn tunnel and bam, you're into a town where you've got some little fairground rides and everything, and I completely agree with you. That's some beautiful colouring on that carousel, and just the foliage all the way around it as well, just really tactfully done, and it just adds to it as well. Yeah, I really like that. Right, let's go. Oh, that's right, just there. Right, let's go down this way, shall we? Let's have a look down here. Some really nice use of foliage down here.
Yeah, I like the red bushes.
Now, I know that Night Owl did use a lot of blueprints, and I actually approached Night Owl and asked him if I could do the spotlight, and he was a little bit concerned because he was like, well, I've used loads of blueprints and I shouldn't really be spotlighted, and it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter if you've used a lot of blueprints, and I think it was really good that he was honest and said I'm concerned that I have, but that just because you've used a lot of blueprints does not mean that it's a bad park. And sometimes it's the way that you implement said blueprints that can really make a park. And this is a park that just jumped out to me on the workshop, and for me, I think it had a lot of really nice, unique, original things in it. I mean, what are your thoughts just as we're coming through at the moment, Diamond?
I love the sight lines you get of that coaster.
The one to our right.
Yes, I love how it kind of swoops around right before the path, so you get a nice look at it. One of my favorite things in this game is when people put their coasters around paths so that you get some great interaction with it. And like you were saying with the blueprints, in my opinion, are perfectly fine. Just don't put your Western blueprints in your sci-fi area.
Yeah. And if you're going to be using workshop items, now of course people put things on the workshop to be used. Generally that's why people put them there in the first place. But if you're going to use workshop items in your park, maybe just a quick little credit. Now I don't believe he's used any workshop items. I think it's just in-game blueprints. I love this here. Just the scaffolding, just chucked down on the side there.
Yeah, I mean something very seems like thrown just to be thrown there, but I mean it gives off a nice sense of, I'd say, like theming. I
Yeah.
mean, it doesn't really. At first, you're looking at it, you're just like, oh, it's just some scaffolding. But I
Yeah.
mean, same with those little like markers right there on the path. I mean, that looks just.
Yeah.
I guess a sense of realism / a sense of just immersion.
Yeah, I mean, we say realism, and then we've got this
Yeah, and
giant
then there's
beetle.
that giant.
But yeah, I mean, that's an in-game blueprint. I don't think you don't really
He
generally see
recolored it,
this.
though.
Yes, he has. Yeah, he's not just placed down the default one. He's put it down, recolored it, and you don't see it very often, to be honest. But really nicely put in, and like obviously with all the foliage, he's even put like kind of some fencing here where
Yeah,
it's knocked it
I
down.
like
You've
the
got some
broken
smoke.
fencing.
Yeah, it's just these little tiny things. Just because you've used them, don't take it away from yourself. Don't be thinking, oh, I'm no good because I've used all of this. It doesn't matter. I like this. Like kind of,
Yeah.
I didn't elaborate. I'm just like, I like this, and I didn't say why. Like the foliage on the left, and then like kind of the fencing on the right. Maybe what I would have been tempted to do, if I was you, is maybe remove the in-game fence and maybe kind of like have a custom fence coming around. So have this fence kind of like come and follow the path around kind of thing, and have that instead of
Now-
like having the double fencing.
Now, I don't know if he has any DLC or not, but I think I understand what he was trying to do. Like, he was trying to have the fence and then another fence to be like, yeah, don't go past there. But what I would have done is have the custom fence, and if he has the Studios pack, use the don't die fencing for that purpose.
Yeah. I'm not sure on that one myself, actually. I kind of forget that not everyone always has all the DLC, to be honest. I kind of like automatically assume that everyone has the full
Look at those
DLC.
colors. Look at that color scheme.
Yeah. You don't see this coaster, this flat ride in parks very often because it's just so in your face and very genre specific, isn't it? It's very fairground, travelling fair kind of thing. But yeah, I really like all this. I like the pathing that you've done, like kind of breaking up the different areas with different types of path. Yeah, great
I like
job
the
on you.
bright colors he's used. Like the purple and the neon.
Very vibrant. Well, let's come back down here. Yeah, it's great with the ride coming around. Now, I will give another pre-warning as well. Now, me and Diamond realised that there was 100% definite in-game ride blueprint in here, but we don't think the others are. So we're going to ride them and give feedback as if we thought they weren't, to be honest. But if they are, don't start like kind of, well, actually, Matty, if you look through all the coasters, you will see that it's the third one down, the fourth from the left. Yeah, I had a quick scan. We don't think they are, but don't at me if I'm wrong, all right? I'm sorry. I don't know everything.
Could I give a quick little thing, piece of
course.
feedback?
Yes, of course.
With the rose bushes, I'd say rotate them a bit because I see that you've put them down, but you've just put down the same one over and over. So what I do, one thing I like is that it's overgrowing over the path.
Yep.
I mean that looks really natural, but I would rotate the bushes so it gives more of a natural feel.
Yeah, 100%. I mean, foliage can make or break a park, to be honest.
Oh, 100% agree.
Same with lighting as well. But just before we kind of carry on with the park, I just want to kind of like just come back over here and obviously make sure that we haven't missed anything as well. So I do recognise that as one of the in-game blueprints. But again, really nicely done though. Really nicely themed around, just with the foliage and the benches. Yeah, really nice. Got a drop tower just here. And this...
I like the sort of blue that he's gone with over here. Like he has the carousel blue, all those like
the umbrellas as well.
Signs are blue. Yeah, the umbrellas.
It feels quite immersive, this park, to be honest.
Agreed.
Yeah, really nice. There's so many like kind of different ways as well. I like this as well because you can come in and like even like kind of from an overview, look how many different ways you can branch off as well.
Yeah, that's what I like about some in real life parks is that I like getting lost in a theme park.
Yeah.
Because getting lost in a theme park is one of the greatest things in the world, in my opinion. Because just being able to be like, oh, I don't know where I am. I'm just gonna keep going. Like that's just.
You'll find something eventually. You'll find a park map at some point. So welcome to Area 34.
I like that. Oh, that's an in-game blueprint. I thought that was a building at first.
There's an in-game
but it's
blueprint,
really
but
well integrated.
yeah, I don't think I've ever seen it used in anyone else's park before, to be
It
honest.
fits with the themed area he's going for.
Yeah,
Area 34.
yeah, really does. And like you said, just this coaster at all times is around you as well. And this just goes through to the other side, so we could have actually cut through earlier on, but this kind of like is just a little tiny cut through just to this side where we were earlier on. So I like the fact that you've done that as well. So you've got
Well, I
like
like that the
numerous ways.
smoke that comes out of that archway.
It's just kind of like breaking up like kind of the guests' movement as well. So like kind of it doesn't bottleneck anywhere. They've got multiple ways they can go. Even though he's used a lot of in-game blueprints, he's still recoloured them as well, though. What is
Yeah,
this?
I mean, I like the wall he's gone for with this little area. I can't remember what that's called. I think it's something, maybe glass or something.
Gloss.
Yeah,
Glass tile wall.
Gloss tile. Yeah, because I believe that building, the rest area, is his own building. I don't think that's.
Oh, hang on, I've still got it selected. I was like, what's that weird glitching? It's because I've still got the building selected. Yeah, it certainly appears to be. So there are the odd one or two things that he has built himself, which is always nice to see as well. And there are little bits of areas as well that I have seen have been paint tooled as well. Not all, but there are like kind of a couple of little areas where you have gone around with the paint tool as well, which is nice. Is that
very
an in-game
subtle too
blueprint? I don't believe it is it? Or it might be, but then you've just kind of like put that on top.
I believe that's it. What does it say? What does that sign say?
Bolt. That's the this is the ride entrance.
No, I don't think that's it. I think that's just a regular piece in the game, or either it's an in-game blueprint. No, he's put that piece on top because that's like part of a like a track.
That's part. Oh, that's from the studios pack. So he must own the studios.
So he
pack
does have the
that's,
deals.
Yeah. Because that's from the studios. We will go on the ride in a second because I just want
even
to.
Though that's an in-game blueprint, I like that little laser thing he has behind it.
Oh, there's two different rides here. Okay, there's actually two different coasters. So one to our left, one to our right. So which one shall we go on first then? Shall we go on? I'll leave it up to you. So we can go on Corruption or we can go on Bolt.
Since I'm from America, we drive on the right side of the road. I think we should go to Bolt.
Okay. So I love what you've done around here as well. Your use of foliage is really good. I agree with what Diamondite was saying earlier on, just maybe twisting it a little bit. But the implementation of how much foliage you use is spot on because it feels really immersive. And I love all of this here. Kind of
I
almost
like the gloss tile wall for like the fence.
I almost feel that this should be viewed at night because of the lasers and things like that. So
good point.
Shall we just quickly swap it tonight? Let's do that, shall we?
Yeah, that's a great decision. That was a really good decision. That looks really nice. Oh, look at that. Oh, the red lighting back there.
Which one, sorry?
Look, it's that building in the
back. Wow. Just there's so many different colours going on. Wow. Right, let's have a walk up the queue path, shall we?
Yeah, I think that's an in-game blueprint. Oh, look at the flashing lights.
This is so
awesome.
Cool. Oh, this is brilliant. So, right, let's have a look at Bolt. Really nice station build as well. It's simple,
I like the ventilation.
effective. Yeah, great. Now, let's have a look at the stats for Bolt, shall we? Oh, you've got all the electrical underneath as well.
Oh, that looks... I've never seen that done before. That is sick.
Yeah, that's a really nice effect. So, look at them stats as well. 7.22
across the board.
And G-force is really good as well. Under 5.5. Yeah, great G-forces. So, first ride of the park. Let's go. Enjoy, everybody. So there we have Bolt. So Diamond, what were your thoughts on that, mate?
Um, Fantastic coaster. I love how it combined realism with great scenery. I mean, look at those rocks. I mean, that second or the first launch, the only launch was
Oh,
incredible.
this one
Yeah,
through
that
here.
was so good. And then how it went into that little scenery area at the end. Just overall a fantastic ride. I mean, the banking was good, very smooth, and overall, yeah, just fantastic work.
To be honest, I could not agree more. I think that was absolutely sensational. It had so much going on as well. It felt like a ride that was telling a story, and it had so many different elements to it as well. So you've got like kind of the first half that was kind of like all the fast sweeping going past the big structures such as this over here. Now a lot of these are the in-game blueprints once again, but implemented really well. So like kind of it's coming around here, it's sweeping through all these scenes, and then as you said, like kind of it comes through this, which as you said, I mean that is amazing. This is so cool. It feels like
Especially at night.
felt very like, oh, what, I don't even know. It's like cyberpunky type of thing, like very visceral. And then like the second half after that, like the way that it's hugging the terrain and it comes through all the foliage, through all the rocks. Yeah, it was just, honestly, it was brilliant, absolutely brilliant. This is awesome.
Yeah,
So
that was incredible.
this is the shot that is the workshop. That's, if you were to load up the park, that's what it looks like from the workshop, and that's what grabbed my attention. I was like, that looks different, and yeah, I think that was absolutely brilliant. Great job. Right, so let's get back now, because this is a challenge park. Obviously the rides are breaking down and everything as well, which is very unusual for spotlights. I'm not used to seeing rides breaking down and all this kind of stuff. But let's come out of here. Let's very quickly swap it back to day again, hide that horrible hood, and let's come down towards the other ride. So we have
Jump
corruption.
right into another coaster.
Yep, one into the other.
I
I like that.
sign.
Just a little bit of light theming, a little bit of light storytelling. Literally, that's all you needed to know. It's hazardous. He's got the signs there. Told you exactly what you needed to know. So let's have a look at the stats for this one. So we have corruption. It's not quite green across the board, but stats don't always mean everything. G-forces, perfectly reasonable. Yep, great job with that. So second ride of the park. Let's do it. Enjoy, everybody. So there we have corruption. Wow. What a ride that is. Really nice layout, some great inversions. I really liked the very, very, very long banking right and then the very long banking left. Yeah, really nice job. The only bit of the entire ride that I would say maybe just needs addressing or a little bit of work, there was one little tiny bit. Now, can I find... Yes, I believe it was this bit here. So, like, everything worked except for this here. So, as it comes around here, the flick that it causes there just seemed very erratic. We've got one just coming now. So, if we just look at it off board, I wonder if it looks as erratic off board as it felt on board. So, just as it comes around here, it does the inversion. Yeah, it does. It just really... I would just maybe just address that one bit and just have it come down that one bit a little bit smoother. But the rest of the ride, perfectly smooth. And I really liked the way that it came into the station as well. A nice brake run. Something that I meant to say on this one. Apologies, but I completely forgot. I just would have extended the brake run on this ride. Probably all the way down here. I would have flattened this out, extend the brake run down here because it did come in quite quickly on that coaster. I forgot to say before. But anyway, yes, sorry Diamondite, I almost forgot you were here. I'm sorry. I was just waffling away. What did you think of Corruption?
I agree with you with that one inversion. I think it could have been definitely way more smooth. I feel like it was a little bit too quick for the type of coaster that it is. Especially as an invert.
Do you mean that invert or the whole ride? Sorry.
Yes.
Right.
Especially for being in a type of coaster it is, flipping that fast like that would definitely be not that good for your head.
Yeah, it'd probably give you a bit of a concussion, to be honest.
Yeah. But overall, I mean, everything besides that was fantastic. I love the interaction with the foliage and the path that it gives.
Yeah, completely agreed.
Especially that inversion over the lift hill.
I mean, that's amazing as well. I know that's
Very
such a good inversion. I believe a lot of these inversions are custom as well, you know. Because
yeah, I did notice that.
Doesn't appear to be an in-game inversion right there. And obviously, like, kind of all these great big long banking left and right handers, they're all custom as well. So yeah, there's certainly nothing wrong with your coaster building, with the exception of that one little bit that we addressed. Yeah,
I can
fantastic.
see what he was going for with that one inversion, but I'd say just make it a little bit smoother.
Yeah, for me it just didn't work. Is this ride now broken as well? See, this is the thing with the challenge box.
Does he have the challenge on?
I've got no idea. Oh yeah, it's steaming. Unlucky guys. Oh well, never mind. Right, so let's come back down here.
If the challenge mode's on like hard, then it's
maybe
the rides break down constantly.
We've got rubbish on and everything. I'm just not used to seeing like rubbish and rides breaking. I mean, when you think as well the fact that he's done all of this in a challenge mode, so obviously like people may not have ever even come into challenge mode. So challenge mode, you are literally given very small funds. You have to run the park properly. You have to save up for everything you're building. You have to save up, and like kind of each piece of track that you're building is costing you money to do. Now, how much money has he got? 530 million.
Well, he's got money now, but at the start,
yeah.
I think you only get like $100 to start.
Yeah, so
or 1,000. Oh.
He's had to have kind of like paid for everything that he's done. So just an extra challenge to add on top of yourself. Now, quick zoom out time. Let's just try and get a bearing, shall we? So we've got another coaster just up here. Just to look up there, and then we come around here. Right, so let's come up into this little food court area around here, and we have another coaster up here as well. So we've reached that point of the spotlight now where we are just coast to coast to coaster as well. So I am recognising the in-game blueprints again, but again they've just been implemented really well, and I love this covering.
Oh, that looks great.
Yeah.
I like how he has the TVs in the queue.
Oh yeah, good spot.
It's a great sense of realism.
Yeah, and the custom fencing coming down the queue path as well.
So he did use a chain link fence.
Yeah, on this one. Yeah. Wow, I really like that queue line. And I love how it comes up here as well.
Yeah, great interaction with the foliage.
You know what I'm going to say though, don't you? Do you know one thing that's missing here? A water feature.
Yeah.
Out 100%, I would have been like, water feature in that centre bit there. I would have had like waterfalls coming down and everything.
It doesn't matter how small
fountains.
it is.
Exactly. If there's a little tiny area, don't think foliage, think water. That's how Matty works.
That should be the quote of your life.
It really should be. It really should. That's my new thing. That's my new catchphrase now in every spotlight moving forward. Don't think foliage, think water.
Hey, we got to take a look at the giant lake for you.
We do.
It's called
so we have Sunflower. Look at them stats again. Green across the board. And once again,
he's nailed his G-forces.
The G-forces are fantastic. Really realistic rides. So yeah, third ride of the park. Let's do it. Enjoy. So there we have Sunflare. So Diamond, what were your thoughts on that, mate?
I loved how that coaster gave off a old wooden coaster vibe because it was just turn, airtime hill, turn, airtime hill, turn, airtime hill, like most traditional wooden coasters are, because you can definitely tell that this was not a newer addition to the park and was more of a probably opened with the park. But yeah, I couldn't really find anything besides. At first, I was gonna say that one hill under the lift hill would probably like lost the coaster some steam, but then I realized that was probably on purpose because it was reaching the end of a coaster. But overall, fantastic ride. I love how it goes through like the forest.
Yeah,
just really good overall.
Yeah, I absolutely love that. As wooden coasters go, it's exactly what it needed to be. Like you said, it just all that moments of airtime. It kept up a great momentum. Now for me, and this may be nitpicking, but for me there was one little thing that I was a little bit unsure of, and it was the first climb. And for me it felt like kind of you went from climb to drop really quickly, and there was no kind of like time to process that you kind of like got up there kind of thing, because you kind of, for me, I kind of like that anticipation. It's like, oh, we're high up and it's like, oh, there's a first drop coming, but it just seems to kind of like come up. Like, can I kind of get a sense of this? Can I get an example? Come on, guys. Right. So let me just camera work, Matty. Come on, camera work. There you go. Right. Let's just let that play through. So it does climb very quickly as well, and then you literally just drop.
Yeah, I see what you're saying. Straight
away. I just maybe would have liked to have had that little bit of anticipation. I think maybe just slow that climb down a little bit so you can have that, oh my days, I'm right at the top of here, I can like take in the scenery, and
that's
then
a wonderful
we drop.
sightline.
Yeah, it's fantastic. But yeah, following on from what Diamond said, the interaction with all the terrain, the trees, the forest, incredible. I love, as we were going through the ride, I was saying to Diamond, oh, I love how it goes over the canopy of the trees. Like this for here, for example. I love that. So yeah, great job. Again, I would have just extended the brake run just a little bit more slightly, just so it comes in like kind of a really nice steady speed. But yeah, great job. And it's time to look at the
Matty's
best thing in the park.
Favorite part of the day.
Yep. Yep, I'm happy now. I'm happy now. Look at this lake. Oh,
I love the reflections the trees give off of it.
I just love the water in this game. It's just such good water in this game. It's like, it's just planet water for me.
Planet water.
Can you imagine?
Matty doesn't need a Planet Coaster 2. He needs Planet Water 1.
I do. Can you imagine if they actually do like kind of planet water park?
I'd get you to be the CEO. You know exactly what you're doing.
That's it. I should just approach Frontier and be like, put me in charge of it. I love this little feature here that he's put. I don't know what it is, but I love it.
Yeah, I was about to say, I don't know what it is, but it looks cool.
Yeah. It looks maybe like the remnants maybe of an old boat tour or something station.
Maybe.
Now, the reason I say that is because I think it's as good a time as any to kind of like go over, because it's kind of on this kind of half anyway. We have over here the remnants of an old coaster.
Yeah, this is one of the
Sorry,
wildest
what? Go
things
on.
I've seen in this game.
It was one of the things that really jumped out at me when I loaded this park. I was like, I have never seen anyone do that before. So this is obviously the old station building, but he's done all the paint tool where it used to go, and then it's fenced off here, and you come around this bit, and you kind of like, you would have come through the rocks, through here, and I've never seen anything like that before, Diamond, where somebody's actually planned a coaster layout and then ripped it all back out again and made it all overgrown.
What I was thinking is this could have been the remains of a go-kart track.
Oh.
Just looking at the layout of it, it seems like it'd be like a remnant of a go-kart track.
Maybe. Night Owl, let us know. Let us know what it is. Was it a coaster? Was it a go-karts? Was it a log flume? Could have been anything.
Hey.
Right? Never know. Could have been a dragon ride. We'll never know until you tell us, and then we'll know. But yeah, I love that. It's just so unique, so original, and really kind of like makes this park feel real. It makes it feel like it's got some history behind it.
100% agree.
Yeah.
It makes it feel like this is possibly like a new renovation coming to the park.
Yeah.
They've out with the old, in with the new.
Yep. But anyway, let's go find this exit. By the way, I don't think we mentioned either. Look at this station build as well. Look at this building.
That is one of the most unique coaster stations I've seen in this game.
Yeah. Certainly
Really
unique.
good.
Fantastic. So, right, let's hop out the exit. And let's walk back down here. Now, I believe we have got one coaster to go on. Now, I know there's two coasters, but one of them was
If we're not counting the
in-game.
in-game blueprint.
Yeah, we won't go on that one because we know that that's a in-game blueprint. So, I don't think that's an in-game blueprint. I don't think. I'm not sure.
I'm trying to think.
Not sure.
It might be.
It might be. If it's not, that's fantastic. If it's not, that's absolutely amazing. Then, yeah, if it is an in-game blueprint, then well done, Frontier, for making a really good in-game blueprint. But I'm not sure on that one. Well, let's carry on down here. Now, this feels like an entirely different park now.
Yeah, for real. I mean, you come out of the city and it's just foliage screaming in your face. Is that another remains of a coaster station?
It was the one that we had earlier on, but...
No, the one to the left. What is that?
It is. Like, kind of just remnants of what, though? What did this used to... Oh, this... Honestly, Night Owl, please tell us what these are remnants of. Oh. We need to know. We need to know what this was.
Seating area on the back. What is this?
It makes me sad. I want to know what it was.
Yeah, especially down there with the foliage. I'd just rotate those bushes a little bit. So
where are you looking?
To the left of the... Well, technically to the right of that building. But.
Ah, yeah. I just want to know what this was.
Yeah, my curiosity is piqued.
Yeah, but I love it. At the same time, I love it. I love the fact that it's got abandoned parts of the park, it just adds so much. Adds so much mystery and intrigue and, like we were saying, history to this park. It feels like you said, it's had like an influx of money and they've abandoned certain bits. It's like, yeah, rip them old bits, I'll put the new bits in, but they've just left the old bits there. Love it. So
yeah, especially to the left, I just rotate this foliage.
yeah, we've got a coaster here that's not open, so we're just going to open this up. Oh, it's broken down, that's why.
Oh, that's great.
That's disappointing, isn't it? Well, there you go, we're not going on that then. No, we will. I love the queue line again, similar to the one that we had earlier on. Yeah, really nice. And let's have a walk up to the broken ride. This looks nice. This looks really enticing. I maybe would have liked to have seen a little bit more theming on the station. I'm not going to lie.
I was going to mention that.
Yeah, it's just a little bit plain. It almost looks like you've gone for maybe a little bit of a Roman theme or something like that. And yeah, I'm not sure, especially with the kind of like colouring and everything and like kind of the pillars that you've chosen. I maybe would have just liked to have seen the station just a little bit more themed. But are the stats going to lie to me here because it's broken down? Maybe. We'll have a look at the stats at the end. So let's go for a ride. We'll have a look at the stats afterwards. Enjoy the final ride of the park, everybody. So there we have Little Tiger. So the stats still haven't fully updated from before, but as stats don't always matter. You can see there the G-forces are really good. So let's get rid of them stats. Nobody cares, do they? Does anybody actually look at it and go, oh, they're important? No, they don't. They don't make any difference whatsoever. What a fantastic ride. Again, I almost said that was my favourite ride of the park. I was thinking like, oh, that's my favourite ride of the park. But then I remembered the first one that we went on, Bolt. I would say that Bolt is probably my favourite, but that is very close. I just think it was absolutely fantastic. Your coaster building is spot on. It really is. Great layout, great theming, great inversions, really nicely smoothed. And I really like the brake run on that one as well. It did have a nice, slow, steady brake run. I maybe would have just straightened that out just a tad there. Maybe just have that, just so it kind of like doesn't have that little kink there, potentially. But yeah, great ride. Diamond, what did you think of that, mate?
I thought it was really good. The only thing I would say is some of your transitions, like right there through the corkscrew, that was a little bit rough. But the thing is, the type of coaster you went for was an aero looping coaster, and aero looping coasters are known to have really like janky transitions. So I'm just gonna say, I mean, if you're going for realism for the type of coaster you're going for, I mean, spot on. I mean, yeah, really nice coaster. I really liked it.
Yeah. Yeah, the only kind of like ride I could never think of being on a less genre would be the corkscrew from Alden Towers, which is no longer there now. And I always thought that was like really janky as well. It was such a janky ride. It was like threw you around all over the place. Well, yeah, really nice ride. And then as we come out here, I love this sideline.
I love this area.
It's beautiful, isn't it?
Really nice.
So we have Flight of the Dragon to our left. Now, this is 100% an in-game ride blueprint. excuse me, shall I put my tongue back in again? I have done spotlights before, trust me. An in-game blueprint ride, Matty. There you go, learn how to talk. So for that reason, we're not going to go for a ride on it. But what we will do is just have a look at how you've integrated it. Because obviously it's all well and good taking the ride, but then you've got to make it work for everything else that you put in as well. Yeah, really nice, just with the foliage around.
Use the bamboo.
Yep.
I think he's taken the bamboo and like pushed it down to give like, I don't even know what effect that is, but it looks like a bush maybe.
It almost so how the other rides were kind of like going over the tree canopies. It kind of looks similar to that. Like kind of you can imagine that you're higher than what you are. So like kind of you're flying like over the top of the jungle kind of thing.
Especially if that's a kiddie ride, then kids will love that.
Yeah. Yeah, really nice implementation of that. And I believe as we carry on walking around here, so we walk past the toilet. So those are blueprints, but I think we've established that we don't really care about that, to be honest. And we come round to the entrance again. So yeah, let's have a quick zoom out, and we need to have a look at the entire park at night. And there we go, nighttime POV. So yeah, some really nice lighting going on. There's lots of different colours. Let's go down on guest level, shall we, and have a proper look around. Yeah, quite nice lighting, quite immersive.
Yeah, definitely agree.
It's just tactful.
Yeah, agreed again.
It's not underlit. I wouldn't say it's overlit. Just pretty much what it needs to be.
Found the median, which is definitely something I struggle with. So yeah, you've nailed it.
Yeah, I must admit, lighting is one thing I do enjoy. Foliage and lighting, I quite enjoy that. And maybe would have liked to have seen a couple more of the coasters lit up a little bit, because obviously you've gone to town with Bolt. Bolt was very well lit up, and that was kind of like very much a nighttime ride POV. But I maybe would have liked to have seen the other rides just lit up a little bit as well, maybe. But Diamondite, first time for this 3-word park review.
Very nicely themed.
You're better at that than Michael. Michael knows that they are coming, and it still takes him ages to think of one. I would say blueprints didn't matter.
That's fair enough, yeah.
And
one little thing. I would have liked the left side of the park to be a little bit more lit up, because the area over there does not seem to be lit up like at all.
Yeah, I would agree with that. Yeah, I would say that's a fair statement. Especially
the abandoned buildings, that makes sense that they're not lit up.
Yeah, when you compare it to that side, which is really well lit up with like kind of the purple. Like when you come over to this side, it's just completely unlit. But yeah, what were your thoughts of the park as a whole then? Obviously, like kind of besides the 3-word park review.
Yeah, I like this like middle section. I mean, it gives you sort of a town thing, then it breaks off into more sci-fi theme to the left, and then more of a just, I don't even know what theme it was to the right. I'm gonna go for like a forest, honestly.
It was kind of quite an Asian theme. I was kind of like getting a very much Asian theme, like especially with the blueprints that we got, and then obviously the Fly to the Dragon and everything. It was kind of like very Asian themed all around here.
I also really like the story the park told, because you could definitely tell by the coasters in the park, like the 2 arrow coasters, the inverted coaster and then the looper, and then the wooden coaster. You can tell that those were definitely added like at the beginning of the park.
Mm-hmm.
But then you can probably tell they got a little bit more money. They added the launch coaster, and they're most likely doing another renovation. So I love the story the park tells.
Yeah, I completely agree. I think your coasters are absolutely top notch. Your coaster building is absolutely sensational. Your use of foliage is really good. I just remember to rotate a little bit. Sorry, were you going to say something?
Is this his first park?
I don't believe it is. No, I believe he has done numerous parks.
Okay, I was gonna say, if this was his first park, then I'd say I challenge him to just do a full-blown sandbox park.
Yeah, I believe he
I'd
has
love to see
done
what he could do.
numerous parks when I was looking on the workshop, his profile. And I believe he does them with other people as well. So I believe it's not just himself that does them. I believe that he works with some friends, and like kind of they all work together and do them. I may be wrong in that. I may be completely wrong. That could also kind of like maybe explain as well, kind of like how the areas are so different as well, potentially.
Yeah,
If you've got
maybe.
one person working on one bit of the park and then one person works on the other. But regardless, I think it's fantastic. I agree with you. I would like to see a sandbox park and
I'd like to
maybe
see
kind of like
more of
just
his
one
own
theme.
buildings too.
100%.
I like to
That
see
was
how his architecture is.
exactly what I was about to say. I'd maybe just like to see a little bit more from your own work as well, like rather than blueprints. But you did implement them really well. But yeah, great job overall. And thank you ever so much, Diamondite, for coming along as well. I've really enjoyed having you on the channel. You wouldn't think this has been our first spotlight together, to be honest. It's been an absolute pleasure. And make sure to go
Had a
and
great time.
subscribe. Good. That's good to know. If you said like that sucked, I'm never doing this again.
Nah, that was horrible. Waste of time.
Absolute waste of my time. Make sure to go and watch Diamondite. Instead, he does it way better. But yeah, his link will be down below, so make sure and go and leave him a subscribe as well. You won't regret it. He does some really good spotlights as well, and it's nice to have another spotlighter along with me and Michael and Tommy as well, doing the PlayStation guys. So reach out to him and he will be spotlighting your parks as well. But yeah, there we go. There is Nocturnal Lake. Was it Nocturnal Lake? I think that's what it was called.
Matty's forgot the park.
I'm so sorry, I've forgotten. I'm tired. It's
I
like
think it was
it's
Nocturnal
like,
Lake.
I
Yeah.
think it was. It's like midnight over here. I had to like do it late to fit in with Diamondite's timing. But thank you ever so much, everybody. I hope you've enjoyed the spotlight. Let me know down below in the comments what you guys think, and I will be back in a couple of days for another Planet Coaster spotlight. Take care, stay safe, look after yourselves, and I will see you soon. Bye, everybody. Say goodbye, Diamond.
Bye, guys.